Thanks. Hello, my name is Debbie and I work as a nurse consultant in the NHS, and I'm going to talk about ways that I use English skills in my everyday work. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is communication, both with colleagues and patients. So when I'm communicating to patients, that's sometimes done face-to-face, verbal communication. And communicating face-to-face with people does have some benefits because you can pick up on people's tone and their body language. And sometimes I use digital communication, such as a text or an email. It's interesting that we replace tone and body language with emojis and punctuation to sometimes get our point across when we're using digital communication. I also have to communicate to colleagues both in the NHS and in other organisations such as the police and social services. And communication is something that happens every day in my role. As a nurse, I have to give clear instructions. That's really important if you're giving health advice to people or ordering tests. It's important that you're accurate. And it's also important that people understand the instructions that you're giving them. So I always ask if people have understood what I've asked them to do. Nursing is about using your listening skills, and that's to really understand the issues that people have got with their health. I need, through listening skills, to be able to display empathy, but I also need to be able to ask the right questions. Accuracy in writing and proofreading is really important when you work in healthcare in the NHS. And that can be for a variety of things, such as if you're writing down the dose of a drug, it's really important that that is accurate and that you've checked it. And I often have to give information in writing to other organisations, as I've previously mentioned, like the police or the coroner. So because these can become legal documents, I have to check and proofread the information that I'm giving to make sure that it's accurate. And it helps with checking your accuracy to make sure that you're doing the right tests, that you're asking for the right things to be done, and that also other people need to understand what you're asking them to do. So accuracy is really important. When we talk about research skills in nursing, all nursing is evidence-based. That means it's based on research that's been done previously. So to keep myself up to date, I read articles both online and in journals, and I also conduct research myself to hopefully make a difference to healthcare in the future. Presentation skills is something that I have to use quite frequently, and I use a variety of devices such as PowerPoint to give visual presentations, using words and infographics as well so people can take notes from the presentations that I do. And I use virtual platforms such as Zoom and Microsoft Teams to present to larger audiences. And I've also had to present at conferences and meetings face-to-face with people. So I often use both together. So I'll use a PowerPoint presentation so that I've got bullet points to be able to then talk through the issues that I'm presenting. Data analysis is something that I do very regularly. I have to input information into spreadsheets. I then have to read the charts, and I have to extract the right information to be able to then write reports. So data analysis is an English skill that I use very, very often. Thank you. Is that all right? It's still recording.
Oh, I've ended the meeting.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, now I need to add my.
That's all right.
I'll do it. I can edit it anyway.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Shall I leave the meeting?